Good morning, students. This is 11th standard botany video class, video 3. In this video, we are going to continue the lesson Taxonomy and Systematic Botany. Dear students, in the previous video class, we have seen what is taxonomy, what is systematic, different characteristic features of species, principles of ICN, then rules and regulation of ICBN. And also we have seen different types of taxonomical aids. Now, in this video, we are going to continue the same topic, that is taxonomical aids and its type. Dear students, in the previous video class, we have seen two types of taxonomical aid. One is the key, another one is the flora. Flora is also again divided into different types: local flora, regional flora, e-flora. Like that, different types of taxonomical aid we have seen. The third key, that means aids of the taxonomy, is monograph. What is monograph is the important 2-mark question. Monograph means it is a global account of a taxon, that means character all over the world. The complete characteristic feature of an plant under the rank, family, genus or species in a particular given time. So a monograph which consists of a complete characteristic feature of an organism under the rank based upon the family, genus, species at their given time. And also this monograph which consists of existing taxonomic knowledge, that means what are all the plants which are present now, their taxonomic knowledge only given in the form of a monograph. So those monograph which consist of possible characters or taxon which are collected from the different fields of botany, such as anatomy, internal character, biochemistry, chemical nature of a plant parts, paleontology, structure of pollen grains, chromosomal number, and phylogeny, that is evolution. So based upon this different field of structure, we are collecting the entire or total amount of characters, and also we are ranking based upon the family, genus or species. Not only that, this monograph which includes the previous review, that means literature review. So before, in the past, what all the description is given about by a particular plant, that is also taken place for consideration. Then different informations about the naming of a plant, that also taken place. What type of key which is present in all the taxa or character. Then author citation of a specimen. Everything is examined and placed in the form of distribution map or written in the form of distribution map. That is said to be monograph. So write a short notes on monograph is important 3-mark question. Example, Lentibulariaceae by Peter Taylor. So this is the family Lentibulariaceae. In this family, what all the genus is there, species is there, the entire total account of a taxa or characters are taken place by using the different field of botany, that is anatomy, biochemistry, paleontology, chromosome and number, and phylogeny. So these family descriptions are collected, examined, and distribution in the form of map by the scientist is Peter Tyler. He is said to be the author citation of this family members. Next one, revision. So this revision is taken place in the particular family or genus. These revisions are showing less comprehensive nature than the monograph. So both of them which is present in the particular geographical area only. But monograph given the detailed taxa of the species, but the revision which are giving the less comprehensive nature of an organism. Not only that, these revisions are incorporated with the keys, that is to identify the taxa, that is character, and also they are giving the short description of a plant, and also they are giving diagnostic characters, distribution maps, and then classification of a plants. So the details or illustrations are given in the form of line drawings, included both in monograph as well as the revision. So in this one, we can able to face some difficulties. That is, when you are identifying the different members within a taxon is very difficult. And also, if there is inconsistency of the character, that means there is no proper taxa is unable to collect. There is a inconsistency of the characters within the taxon of particular geographical area. At that time, revision is needed. These taxonomic revisions are based on the original research work. Example, family Malvaceae of India is taken place by T.K. Paul, Venupi in the year 2006. The family Strobilanthes or Acanthaceae in peninsular India. T.K. Paul, he has collected entire taxa of the family Malvaceae of India. Another scientist P. Venu in the year 2006, he has collected entire taxa of the family Acanthaceae or Strobilanthes in the region of peninsular India. So that is said to be the revision. Revision means what is that one? We are not getting we are not getting the possible character of a plants which is present now. We can able to collect the data once again, or we can able to use the data which is already given by the scientist in the previous year is taken into consideration for classification. That is said to be a revision. Once again we go through the characteristic feature of a plants is already prescribed by the scientist. That is said to be revision. Dear students, the next key is catalog. So catalog means it is in the form of book which is placed in the botanical libraries. which contains botanical titles. So these catalogs are showing the special value in taxonomic studies. So these catalogs, which consist of the name of the author who prescribed the plant description, then the exact title of the book, then exact date of the publication of the particular edition of a author. That is said to be catalogue. Example, catalogue of the Library of British Museum of Natural History, catalogue of the Library of the Massachusetts Horticultural Society. So these are all the two libraries which are having the botanical title based books. With the help of these libraries, we can able to study the plants which are described by the author, and also name of the book and date of the publication. That is said to be catalogue. Dear students, up to this we have seen different taxonomical aids and their uses. Now we are going to see the different types of classification. Taxonomic classifications are divided into three types. One is artificial classification. That is, this is the first formed classification. Second one, natural classification. Third one, phylogenetic classification or modern classification. This artificial classification is known as ancient classification. First one, artificial system of classification. Dear students, see the diagram. This is the Carolus Linnaeus, father of taxonomy. In the year 1707 to 1778, he proposed the classification is known as artificial system of classification. Is an important one more question. He was a great Swedish botanist named as father of taxonomy. Very, very important one more question. Dash is named as father of taxonomy. That means Carolus Linnaeus. Then he classified the system is known as artificial system of classification, and he published this classification in his book known as Species Plantarum. This is important. One more question. Species Plantarum in the year 1753. In this book, he has described 7,300 species arranged into 24 classes. On what basis he has classified the plants means number of a stamen, union of a stamen, and length of a stamen. So what is stamen? Stamen is the male reproductive organ, isn't it? So in the olden days itself, he has used the sexual character in his classification. That means stamen. In that statement also, what all the character he has taken to classify the plants? Number of a stamen, how it is joined, conation or adnation, union of the stamen, and length of a stamen. So that this artificial system of Carolus Linnaeus is known as sexual system of classification. Sexual system of classification. And also distribution of a stamen. Then the 24 classes are again subdivided into different orders based on the corpel. What is a corpel? Female reproductive organ unit. Okay. So the system of Carolus Linnaeus is known as sexual system of classification. Dear students, artificial system of classification is the important 5-mark question. Then here we are having one 3-mark question. Why Carolus Linnaeus classification is known as sexual system of classification, or artificial system of classification is known as sexual system of classification? Give reason. That means Carolus Linnaeus taken into sex organ for the classification of a plants. He has taken number of a stamen, union of the stamen, that is connate and adnate, length of a stamen and distribution of a stamen. And also he has taken class into number of orders. In that order classification, he has taken corpels, character for classification, so that this is known as sexual system of classification. Dear students, this system was artificial system of classification, but this system was used for classification more than 100 years after the death of Carolus Linnaeus, because this classification is very simple and also easy way to identify the plants. So that is the advantage of artificial system of classification. Dear students, this classification which are showing more advantages, at the same time some disadvantages is also there in the classification. That means unrelated plants were kept in the single group, whereas closely related plants are separated far apart. This is one of the disadvantage. Totally unrelated plants are kept in one group. Closely related plants are separated. For example, Gingiberaceae. Example, Gingifer officinale, ginger, inji. Gingiberaceae of monocotyledon. That means cotyledon with, embryo with only one cotyledon. And Anacardiaceae. Anacardium occidentale is the binomial name of cashew nut. Of dicotyledon. That means the embryo with two cotyledons. Both of them totally different group, isn't it? So these groups are placed under the class is known as Monandria. Why he has placed these different, that means unrelated plants into single group? That means based on the single stamen. So these Gingiberaceae family members and Anacardiaceae family members possess only one stamen. So what is the classification of artificial system? Based on the number of stamen, isn't it? So based upon the single stamen, he has placed unrelated family members into single group called Monandria. So 2-mark question, what is Monandria? Then another disadvantage is Prunus is also one of the family, and cactus is the other family. But both of them are placed into one group based on the number of stamens. So this is the disadvantage. And also in this system, it's not based on the natural character or phylogenetic character is not taken into consideration, evolutionary character. So that is another disadvantage of artificial system of classification. First disadvantage, unrelated plants are grouped into single, closely related plants are separated. That is the first disadvantage. For that they are given two examples. Next one is not taken as a natural character and phylogenetic character while classifying the plants. That is another disadvantage. Dear students, see the table column. This is the 24 classes of artificial system of classification proposed by Linnaeus and published in his book is known as Species Plantarum in the year 1753. The 24 classes and their character. First one, Monandria. They possess only one andrecium. Andria means andrecium. Mono means what is that one? Only one. So stamen is one. Diandria, that means two andrecium. Stamens two. Triandria, stamens three. Tetandria, stamens four. Pentandria, stamens five. Exandria, stamens six. Heptandria, stamen 7, Octandria, stamen 8, Enandria, stamens 9, Decandria, stamens 10. Then Dodecandria, stamens 11 to 19, Icosandria, stamens 20 or more on the calyx, Polyandria, stamens 20 or more on the receptacle. Next one, Didynamia. Stamens are didynamous. That means, what is that one? They are arranged in the two bundles. Didynamia means they are length of the stamen is vary. Out of 4 stamens, 2 is short and 2 is long. That is said to be didynamous. Tetradynamia, that means stamens are 4. 4 are showing the long stamen and 2 are the short. Out of 6, 4 are long, 2 are short. Then monoadelphia, that means union of a stamen, only one bundle. Okay. Then diadelphia, stamens are united to form a 2 groups. Polyadelphia, stamens are form a more than 2 bundle. It's known as polyadelphia. Syngenesia, that means filaments are free, but the anthers are united. Gynandria, stamens are fused with gynoecium. Monaceae, that means plants with monoecious condition. Dioecious, plants with dioecious. Polygamia, that means staminate, pistillate. Bisexual, flowers are present in the same flower. Cryptogamia, that means they are not producing the flowers, that is said to be flowerless plant. So these are all the different classes was proposed by Carolus Linnaeus in artificial system of classification. Dear students, the 3 different types of classification is very, very important 5-mark question. The first system we have seen is artificial system of classification proposed by Carolus Linnaeus. He has explained 7,300 species into 24 classes based on the sexual character, that means number of stamen, union of stamen, length of the stamen, and distribution of the stamen. And also, these 24 classes are again classified into order based on the characters of a corpus. So that this system is known as sexual system of classification. Dear students, I hope have you all understood artificial system of classification and put important mark in your textbook. Dear students, before going to see the another classification, one more question is also there. Write the disadvantages of artificial system of classification. The 2 points I have given there. That is, unrelated plants are grouped into single. Closely related plants are separated. Further, they are given the example Gingiberaceae of monocot, Anacardiaceae of dicot are placed into one group based on the single stamen is known as monandria. Another disadvantage is he has not taken the characters from the natural or phylogenetic relationship among the group of plants. Okay, that is the answer for write the disadvantages of artificial system of classification. So next we are going to the another system, Bentham and Hooker system of classification. See the diagram. These are all the two scientists who proposed the Bentham and Hooker system of classification or natural system of classification. So first person is known as George Bentham, another one is the J.D. Hooker. So this system is based on the natural character of a plants. What is that one? So this system is based on the natural characters which is present in the environment. So this system was proposed by two English botanists. One is George Bentham in the year 1800 to 1884. Another one, Joseph Dalton Hooker, 1817 to 1911. These two scientists classify the seeded plants, that is angiospermic plant, and publish their book is known as Genera Plantarum. Dear students, kindly note that one is important. One more question. Artificial system was published by Carolus Linnaeus. Book is known as Species Plantarum. Okay, but this book is known as Genera Plantarum by two scientists, Bentham and Hooker. In the year 1862 to 1883, in this book they have published 202 families and 7,569 genera, 97,205 species. Everything is important. One more question. How many families? 202 families. Genera, 7,569 genera, that means genus. Species, 97,205 species. So they are classified all the seeded plants. So these seeded plants are classified into three major classes. One is Dicotyledon, Gymnospermae and Monocotyledon. This is important. Two more question. Write the three major classes of seeded plant. What is that one? Dicotyledon, Gymnospermae and Monocotyledon. So first we are going to see the class Dicotyledon. See the name itself, the answer is there. Di, which means two. How many cotyledons? Two cotyledons. So the embryo of a seed which consists of two cotyledons are coming under class Dicotyledon. Okay. See that one. The characteristic feature of Dicotyledon is the important 3-mark question. Question is, write a short notes on Dicotyledon. So plants which contains two cotyledons in the seed, leaves which are showing the reticulate venation. That means the veins are arranged in the form of net-like in the leaf lamina is known as reticulate venation, and they are showing the taproot system. Dear students, we have studied vegetative morphology, different types of root system. One of them is said to be the taproot system. At the time I told you, taproot system is a characteristic feature of dicot plant. Okay, so that's why the point is given here, taproot system. And flowers are with 4 petals or 5 petals. That is said to be tetramerous 4 petal or pentamerous 5 petals coming under this class. So based upon this character only, they are separating the class. One is known as Dicotyledon. So this Dicotyledon again divided into 3 subclasses. One is polypetalae. So poly, that means free, is a Greek word which means free. Petalae means petals. So petals are free. They are not united. What is that one? Petals are free. They are not united. Another one, gamopetalae. Gamo, which means fused or united. So petals are united. And monoclamidae. Any one of the whorl is absent. Either corolla or calyx is absent. But these calyx and corolla, which are modified into another structure, is known as perianth. That is said to be monoclamidae. Only one of the whorl is present. The other whorl is, what is that one? Absent. That is said to be 3 subclasses of Dicotyledon. First, we are going to see subclass 1, polypetalae. I told you poly means free, isn't it? So plant with free petals are known as polypetalae. It's an important 2-mark question. What is polypetalae? Under dichlamydious flowers. Dichlamydious flowers means flowers which is differentiated into calyx and corolla. Okay, that is said to be dichlamydious flower. Now only I told you monoclamidae. Either calyx or corolla is present. One of the whorl is absent, isn't it? Mono, only one whorl. Dichlamydious, that means calyx and corolla, both the whorls are present. Coming under subclass polypetalae. So this subclass polypetalae again divided into 3 series. One is Thalamiflorae, Disciflorae and Calciflorae. So dear students, the thalamus, disci and calyci are the shape of the receptacle. What is receptacle? Where the floral parts are located. Calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium are located in the region is known as receptacle. The shape of the receptacle may vary. So based upon the shape of the thalamus or receptacle, the subclass polypetalae again divided into 3 series. One is Thalamiflorae, Disciflorae and Calciflorae. Next, we are going to see the characters of 3 series coming under subclass Polypetalae. Series 1 Thalamiflorae. The shape of the thalamus or receptacle is dome shape or conical shape. And then they are having the superior ovary. So thalamus with a conical shape and superior ovary flowers are coming under series Thalamiflorae. This Thalamiflorae consists of how many orders? Means 6 orders and 34 families. Dear students, each and every series Thalamiflorae, Disciflorae and Calciflorae is an important 2-mark question. The second series is Disciflorae. Disc, that means 30 mark. So flowers having the thalamus with a disc shaped and superior ovary coming under Disciflorae. It consists of 4 orders and 23 families. Next one, series Calciflorae. Here, the thalamus of a flower is cup-shaped, that is said to be Calciflorae. But the ovary is sometimes inferior ovary and sometimes half inferior ovary. So this Calciflorae includes 5 orders and 27 families. So these are all the 3 series under their characters of subclass Polypetalae. Dear students, I hope you all understood different types of taxonomical aids. Then 3 types of classification. First one, artificial system of classification. And second, we have started Bentham classification. In this classification, we have started the class Dicotyledon. Up to this, I conclude my video. Remaining, we will see in the next video class. God bless you. All the best, children.